In drag racing, every millisecond counts. The difference between winning and losing often comes down to one thing: the tires. But what exactly makes these tires so special? How do they withstand the brutal forces of drag racing, launching cars to mind-blowing speeds of over 300 miles an hour in just a few seconds? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Dragster tires, revealing what makes them tick. Buckle up, let's dive in and see what's under the hood. To really get what makes Dragster tires so special, we've got to start with the basics. These aren't your everyday tires, known as slicks. They're nothing like what you see in your daily driver. No treads here, just smooth, sticky rubber designed for one thing: maximum contact with the track. The whole idea is to get as much rubber on the road as possible, which means more grip, and more grip means more speed. The increased contact area helps dragsters achieve acceleration rates that can push the car from 0 to 60 miles an hour in less than a second. But here's the kicker: these tires are made of a super soft rubber compound. We're talking about a durometer rating in the low 30s, far softer than even the stickiest tires in Formula 1, which usually range from 60 to 80. The softness isn't a flaw, it's by design. It lets the tire mold itself to the track, giving it an iron grip. More surface area on the ground means more friction, and that's where the magic happens. The kind of traction that rockets Dragster off the line with a G-force of up to 5 Gs, which is more than astronauts experience during a space shuttle launch. When that Dragster launches, the tires are hit with a massive amount of torque, sometimes exceeding 7,000 pounds per foot. That's enough to shred a normal tire to bits. These slicks, they just soak it up. The soft compound absorbs the shock, keeping the wheels from spinning out and losing grip. This is crucial because dragsters have to hit a top speed in the blink of an eye, usually just over a quarter-mile stretch, or 1,320 feet. In this short distance, top-fuel dragsters can reach speeds exceeding 330 miles an hour. When the dragster takes off, the torque flattens the tires against the track, making the contact patch even bigger. On a typical run, the tire can expand by up to 2 inches in width and 6 inches in diameter due to the force. The sidewalls, reinforced but still flexible, allow this to happen without the tire losing its shape. This is key because it effectively changes the car's gear ratio, giving it a better shot off the line. The larger contact patch helps translate more of the car's power directly to the track, reducing wheel slip and maximizing forward momentum. Then there's that wrinkling effect you see during a launch. It happens because dragster tires run at a super low pressure, around 7.5 psi, compared to a regular car tire, which is usually around 30 to 35 psi. This low pressure helps the tires squat down and grip the track better, but it also makes them more susceptible to wrinkling. That wrinkling actually smooths out the initial surge of torque, preventing the tires from spinning uncontrollably. Instead, the tires gradually build up their grip, letting the car accelerate smoothly and at full power. It's this balance between traction and slip that allows dragsters to achieve acceleration rates of up to 100 miles an hour in less than 1 second. Finding the right balance between grip and torque is an art. Too much grip, and the engine could stall, costing precious tenth of a second. Too little, and you're just spinning your wheels, wasting valuable time and energy. Dragster teams spend countless hours tweaking tire pressure, suspension settings, and even track temperatures to find the perfect balance for each run. Some teams even use data from previous runs to adjust their setup in real time, ensuring the optimal performance every time they hit the track. With all that squatting, gripping, and wrinkling, these tires generate a ton of heat, sometimes over 300 degrees Fahrenheit in a single run. Heat is both a friend and an enemy here. On one hand, it makes the rubber stickier, which is great for grip, but too much heat can cook the tires, leading to quick wear or even catastrophic failure. In a sport where a fraction of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat, managing tire temperature is crucial. That's where the burnout comes in, a pre-race ritual that's about more than just showing off. First, it heats the tires to the optimal temperature, usually between 220 degrees Fahrenheit to 260 degrees Fahrenheit, ensuring they're sticky enough to grip the track. Second, it lays down a layer of hot rubber on the track, giving the tires even more traction for the launch. This combo is crucial for getting off the line as fast as possible. But all that heat comes at a cost. Dragster tires are only good for a handful of runs, usually no more than 8, before they need to be swapped out. The soft rubber wears down quickly under the intense conditions, leaving a trail of rubber on the track, known as tire marbles. These marbles can affect subsequent runs by reducing the available grip on the track surface, making it even more challenging for drivers. To deal with this, some teams experiment with different tire compounds and cooling methods. For longer races, they might go with a slightly harder compound, sacrificing a bit of grip for durability. Between runs, you might see teams using fans, dry ice, or even water sprays to cool the tires down quickly, getting them ready for the next blast down the strip. In some cases, tire temperatures are monitored in real time using infrared sensors, allowing teams to make on-the-fly adjustments to maintain optimal performance. The makeup of dragster tires is a closely guarded secret. Manufacturers are always trying to cook up new formulas to stay ahead of the competition. The goal? A tire that's soft enough for maximum grip, but tough enough to handle the extreme forces of drag racing. Natural rubber is a big part of the equation because of its flexibility and durability, but on its own, it's not enough. So, They add chemicals and fillers like carbon black, which boosts the rubber's strength and resistance to wear. Carbon black not only strengthens the rubber, but also helps dissipate heat, preventing the tires from overheating during those high-intensity runs. Lately, tire makers have been dabbling with synthetic rubbers, such as SBR rubber and butyl rubber. These can be engineered to have specific traits, like better heat resistance or stickier adhesion. By mixing these synthetics with natural rubber, they create a hybrid compound that offers the best of both worlds. Some compounds are designed to maintain their grip even as they wear down, providing consistent performance throughout the tire's short lifespan. There's even talk of self-healing tires, materials that can patch up small cuts or punctures on their own. While this tech is still in the works, it could eventually make dragster tires last longer, cutting down on the need for frequent replacements. This would be a game changer, as it could allow teams to use a single set of tires for multiple rounds of a race weekend, saving both time and money. Tire design is also evolving. While slicks are the norm, some manufacturers are experimenting with adding tiny grooves or patterns to help with heat dissipation or to channel water away during wet races. These micro patterns can also help reduce tire wear by allowing the tire to cool more efficiently during a run. As technology marches on, the future of dragster tires looks pretty wild. One of the most exciting developments is the use of nano materials, which could make tires both lighter and stronger. By incorporating materials like carbon nanotubes or graphene, manufacturers could produce tires that are not only more durable, but also more heat resistant, pushing the limits of speed and acceleration even further. The potential reduction in weights could shave crucial milliseconds off a dragster's time, potentially setting new world records. Smart tires are also on the horizon. These would use sensors to monitor tire conditions in real time, giving teams valuable data on temperature, pressure, and wear. Imagine tires that could adjust their properties mid-race, adapting to track conditions for the best performance. Such technology could be integrated with the car's onboard computer system, allowing for automatic adjustments to tire pressure and suspension settings based on the tire's feedback. This could revolutionize the sport by providing a level of control and precision that was previously unimaginable. Sustainability is another growing concern. Tire manufacturers are exploring eco-friendly alternatives to traditional rubber, like bio-based materials and methods to recycle and reuse old tires. Goodyear, for example, has been experimenting with soybean oil as a replacement for petroleum-based oils in tire production, which could reduce the environmental impact of tire manufacturing. Additionally, some companies are developing processes to recycle rubber from old dragster tires, turning them into new tires or other products, helping to reduce waste and lower costs. And with drag racing always pushing the envelope, the next generation of dragster tires will need to be faster, tougher, and more advanced than ever. It's all about breaking new records and pushing the sport to new heights. We're talking about potentially breaking the 350-mile-an-hour barrier in the quarter mile, which would require innovations not just in tire technology, but across the entire vehicle system. Dragster tires are more than just rubber. They're engineering marvels built to survive the extreme conditions of drag racing. From their soft, sticky composition to their ability to handle heat and torque, these tires are the unsung heroes that make drag racing possible. As we've seen, the science and technology behind them is constantly evolving, and the future promises even more thrilling innovation. Whether it's through advanced materials, smart technology, or eco-friendly alternatives, the future of dragster tires is sure to be just as exciting as the racers themselves. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of dragster tires, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more high-octane content. Let us know in the comments what other motorsport secrets you'd like us to uncover. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the track.